Is this a familiar scene to you? People out on the street handing free food and music, all while chanting Hare Krishna. This is a petition to God, a vocal commitment to engaging one's service to their Lord, Krishna, renouncing all ties to the material world. Now I know this isn't the usual story that I regularly put out there, but in an attempt to go deep into the boundaries of my comfort zone, we must go back exactly 1 week ago when I started this journey.
Hare Krishna.
Hi.
Hello. So, can I give you a hug?
Oh, of course.
It's been a while, man. I'm the moon meeting. Hello.
Wow, you put on some weight now, huh?
Really? Thank you.
Definitely since the last time I saw you.
Praja Kisora, or Das as I once knew him, has been my friend for almost a decade now. And in this experience, my goal was to get to know him, his story, and the community that he has kept right here in our very own backyard of Manila.
This is Nimanitay Prabhu. He's from Canada. So he's been here for a few months now. This is the student from that university that we went to.
Hello. Oh, it was
on
him.
Yes. It was on that exact same day when we went there. He suddenly messaged saying that, I want to come and I want to do this. So he's been doing this different documentary. So he wanted to document his experience here also. He'll be here with us for the next 4 or 5 days. He'll stay here. He's got all his things and all.
Oh, you brought your bag.
Yep.
I hope you don't mind.
No. This is.
It is our pleasure.
Yes. Inquiring about life. There's always like scientists or philosophers or writers, a class of men that is thinking more than others, isn't it? So this nature, according to Vedic culture, is called the Brahmanas, or the teachers of society. They're supposed to live very, very simply and learn the scriptures in order to guide others. So that's one class. Then you always have another class of men which is more powerful and wants to rule over others. In former days they were the kings, the knights, like that, or now like the presidents and so on. So they're called the Kshatriya, and they're meant to rule others because they have this type of nature, so it's natural. But there's a way that they should be ruling, and all this comes from the orders of God found in the holy books. And then there's always a class of men which will be more materialistically minded and smart, who can make money easily, So they're called the Vaishya. They're supposed to be actually producing food, agricultural products, and doing some business, And so you see some businessmen. But most people are the fourth type, the Shudras. Shudras means they cannot be the first class, they cannot be the second class, they cannot be the third class. So therefore, Shudras are simply the worker. And we can see most people are just the working class. They get a job somewhere, and they do something, and they get a paycheck, and they feel satisfied like that. So we cannot expect that everybody will come here and try to understand, because this knowledge is meant for the first class men especially. So we're trying to here create some Brahmanas, which means some leaders of society who will be renouncing this materialistic way of life and just try to give this knowledge to others. So this is what we're doing here, and this temple is a place where we can train people to become like that. So anyway, so now you'll be here for 4 days, so you'll see a little bit our daily routine.
Yes.
So we start from very early in the morning, and we have all these programs and all, and the whole point, all that you're going to be seeing, okay, all the activities and everything, the whole idea is to revive our love for God. That's the whole thing. If you can summarize what we're trying to do here, is to revive our lost relationship with God. That's all. Because if God exists, yet how can we know Him? Can I have a relationship with Him? If there's such an important person that is actually the origin of everything, can I get to know Him? Can I revive my love for Him?
The Krishna Consciousness Movement is a global community of devotees formed with the intent to save human society from spiritual death. According to them, as a normal human being, your actions within a lifetime will determine the form that you take in the next life. This is the law of karma. Crucially, any practitioner must be mindful of Krishna at all times. For when you think of Krishna in the moment of death, that is the only time that your soul will cease reincarnating, ending the cycle of birth and death and the miseries of the material world, and would finally get to join him. And so that is their ultimate goal. So, while they are still living in the material world, the devotees must do whatever they can to keep Krishna's name present in their lifetime. This can be done by chanting their iconic Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Keeping awareness for God does not end there. You have to constantly put Him in front of everything you do for it to have a purpose. And so, things like cleaning the temple and reading your books, as long as Krishna is the forefront of your intentions, it becomes a valid act of service. Brahmana sages are teachers and servants of the spiritual realm. They are mentors that expand the people's knowledge about worship. By custom, they are allowed to roam around and preach to people's houses. All they ask in return is monetary assistance in the form of donations, just enough to keep their mission going. This is ultimately good for the donor as it equates to good karma for their next life. If a Brahmana takes money for their own wealth, they are guaranteed to go to hell. This is why Brahmanas are to act with purity, and to refuse charity to one is to sin.
When Vrajagashore Prabhu told me that when he finished his training in Singapore, Sundar Gopal Prabhu, our temple president, well, the president of all of ISKM, sent them over here to Manila, Metro Manila, Philippines, and he says, you know, you're very much young, and you have all the time that you have, and there's 7,100 islands, so it's up to you to use that time to take each one. So I felt really inspired when I heard about that, because like this island, the Philippines, all Philippines really need a light, and that's why we're here actually, to give them the light of Bhagavat. The light of Bhagavat being twofold, and that's going to be from the scriptures and also by the devotees by example. It's good to know scripture, but if you're not executing the philosophy or the theory, then it's just not gonna run. It's just dry. People need something that's genuine, something that they can follow, something that they can look up to. Not everyone doesn't have to be devotees. Like in the previous example, you know, there's many stars. Not many people become devotees, but people will admire and see how great the moon is that we are, as an example. And that's what we desire to bring to all these people, not only Philippines, but to all the world. And we're not in the mood of dominating over one religion to another. We actually encourage the Christian to be the best Christian, the Jewish to be the best Jew, because the best thing that could happen in this world is that everyone becomes more God conscious. Instead of wanting God to be their order carrier, why don't they want to serve God? And we intend for people, Christian, Muslim, Jewish, to serve God more.
Sabi ko, sana maraming sa'yo, kasi sa
Okay.
Kasi medyo nakakaano, siyempre, di ba? Kung titignan mo naman parang
Opo.
mag-ano lang naman sila na word of God, bakit maraming tao yan? Hindi interesado, parang gano'n. Siyempre, pag mga word of God, kahit konting panahon lang, Kailangan natin na naman, di ba kuya?
Oo. Para ipa-ano nila yun.
brother.
Yes. There you go. Yes.
Thank you.
Sir, salamat po.
Thank you.
Ingat po.
Ingat po.
Ingat, sir. That was nice.
Yes, very nice. That's what I love about Philippines. They're very much open. Even though they walk by, it doesn't matter because at least they look at you. In America, they don't even look at you.
Really?
No. At least they look at you with interest. They want to know why is this black man wearing a dress?
Oh!
No. You have to be in wide stance, horse stance. Yes. Knees 45. Have to bring it closer.
Listen
Back
to your
straight.
master.
Back straight.
Listen to your master.
Now stand
Mr.
up.
Miyagi.
Hey, Bob! 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 Hey, Bob!
You know, if I put this in the documentary, people are gonna think this is a Shaolin temple. It's gonna be so misleading.
You will not be able to push the bona fide movement unless you are pure yourself. And this purity is attained by following the instructions of the pure devotee. So that's why, although we're small, we're not many devotees like you've seen in this, still we're so convinced, you know, and we're willing to push and we're willing to preach. Why? Because purity is there. But if you become, you let your sadhana means regulated spiritual practice. Like what we're doing every day, waking up early in the morning, chanting your rounds, reading book. This is called sadhana. So if your sadhana is very strong, you'll have the enthusiasm and the strength to preach and push forward. But if you start to let discrepancy creep in your daily schedule, slowly you'll wane away. Just like we say, don't eat outside food. Sometimes neophyte devotees say, well, that's not so important, you can eat or not eat. No, it's a fact. If you start to eat outside food, you will not be able to develop the enthusiasm to push this movement. So that's just one of the principles. There are many others, like our 4 regulative principles you must follow. You know, chanting 16 rounds like that, then reading, hearing every day. Hearing is so important. So if you do all these things, then you remain pure, then you stay in the mode of goodness. And by being in the mode of goodness, you will feel this enthusiasm. You know? And even above goodness, you know, means being completely engaged in service. So that is the strength that will push. So books are the basis. Utility is the principle, preaching is the essence, and purity is the force. So that's like the 4 mottos that Prabhupada gave us to be properly situated.
You can add bread if you want more bread.
Chant the whole prayer in one breath.
In one breath.
Yeah. This is not at all required. Just having.
What is that?
You said that.
What is that?
He said,
What did I say?
She says seashells on the seashore.
Oh, she sells seashells by the seashore.
Oh, yun naman.
There's a Tagalog one, minikani ko ni Monica makina na minika ni Monica.
Minakanan ko ni Monico ang makina ng minika ni Monica.
Yes. Can you say it in one breath?
Sir?
Yeah.
Sounds like a broken washing machine.
Nailed it. Here we go. Arrivo. Oh no!
Dramas, we just.
I mean, I could have guessed like you guys were very busy, but then you have to do that, right?
Yeah, we just go backstage, we just discuss who says what, and then we roughly know the story anyway. So we just go on the stage and it's all mostly spontaneous. Always I mess up when I see all the crowd and everybody, I'm like, oh no.
For the queen.
It used to be so much fun. Yeah, we try now, but who's the audience? All of us will act and then some cockroaches will watch, you know.
Please don't fly. If it's a cockroach, it's alright.
Flying cockroaches are not very pleasing.
Yeah.
The ones that crawl are okay.
They're very much committed to just going to your face.
Straight head on.
Encore. They're just clapping their hands and going.
But at least they say like Arrivo and then they go like. I really like this one.
Yes, no problem.
I feel so free.
Yeah.
Except I shouldn't be jumping around on the wood. I'm pretty light on my feet, don't worry. But yeah.
No, it's all good, bro.
It does that whooshy, like, you know, it's very whooshy. I saw.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Wow.
Krishna comes
So
his
we
birthday.
hope and
Yes.
pray that you will become a wonderful devotee of Krishna and serve Srila Prabhupada in the Philippines to the best of your ability with all your talent. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Mataji also prepared some pizza and spaghetti.
Thank you. That's all I can say, but yeah, I super appreciate it. You guys are so welcoming and I didn't even expect this at all. So, like,
Amongst
I didn't know. I thought normal lang tapos serve, diba?
amidst Mataji's busy schedule as a doctor, she managed to do also.
Oh, really? Thank you. Thank you.
So it is a tongue twister. 4 is 4, 14 is 14, 40 is not 14, like that. So it is a tongue twister. Okay, say it as fast as you can. Very fast.
还能说什么？我能说什么？你帮我想一个东西。哦，我知道了，我说粤语。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10、11、12、13、14、15、16、17、18、19、20、21、22、23、24、25、26、27、28、
Cantonese. Oh my goodness. Even worse.
Is it correct if I say anhao? Is it correct if I say anhao? Anhao?
很好，
Anhao?
很好。
Anhao? Yeah? Anhao? Okay. That's correct? Okay.
Yeah, right.
That sounds like you were rapping a whole bunch.
Yeah, this is actually a big tongue twisting. Anaga nanaga raga mati sayil chanundu tinaga tinaga vemati anundu sadhanamana panundu samakuru dharalona vishwadhabirama vinuravema.
啊，那个。
Anaga nanaga raga mati sayil chanundu tinaga tinaga vemati anundu sadhanamana panundu samakuru dharalona vishwadhabirama vinuravema. Actually, most Indian languages. Nagugutom ka?
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah. Okay lang ako. Apa. It's okay. If nag-usapan lang po namin yung mani, pero okay lang po ako magutom sa usap. I'm happy to be hungry in thought. That's fine. Thank you, Mataji.
You can really adjust very well.
I mean, oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Adapted very well. Very good mood and attitude.
I hope I don't come off as like, very intrusive or
Not at all. This is the ideal attitude that we would expect from anyone who wishes to learn. This is the best way to learn. It's very nice actually.
I mean, I did say I'm gonna come here for that, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Because I didn't know you this well, right? So now it's like, wow, you're just part of the family here.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
that's very touching.
You're really part of this whole family. Loving Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. It's been so long. Today, we're distributing Prasadam. Prasadam means mercy of the Lord. This is what they call the food that they offer to the deities. Once they have been fed, the food will eventually become sustenance for the practitioners. This can also be given as charity. Their diet is strictly vegetarian, and so every food I've shown so far are the same. None of which are from the outside, they are all made in the temple's kitchen.
Ano yung mo? What's your line? It'll be like, Harekrishna, magandang umaga po. Kami po ay mga misyonaryo galing sa Harekrishna Templo sa Quezon City. Pinapamigay po namin ang libreng pagkain para sa lahat. Pakitanggapin nyo na lang po.
Yeah! Haribo! Libre lang yan, libre lang. Libre lang. Vegetarian, just help me. Pinay ako, trip ko eh.
Hindi kasi ibang bata punta dito, may libreng pagkain. Libreng pagkain!
Libreng pagkain po! Lumapit po kayo, tanggapin nyo lang. Libreng pagkain para sa lahat.
Picture ko.
Libre lang po. Hare Krishna, sabihin niyo po, Hare Krishna.
Say, libreng pagkain.
Libreng kain.
Libreng pagkain.
Ano ba? Kain.
Ew! Hindi tayo Tagalog too! Haribo!
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Mama! Hare! Hindi yung taray ng lighting eh. Pwede mo, profile picture. Di ba? Tingnan mo naman. Oh! Riba!
Ang palit na tong batang to, no? Masaway.
Are you even filming this? Last day. So what's gonna happen?
What's gonna happen?
Last photo.
Yeah, we're gonna have a class now. Come on. So we will see you. Photo, yes, we can.
Yeah.
Here, there, where, here. Not to the dustbin and that.
Yeah, not to the
Quick
trash
photo.
can.
We don't keep them waiting too long. So way for you to be saying goodbye would be to bow down to all the devotees. And then the other side, that one. Ananda Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Jai! Prabhupada ki
Haribo!
Yan, na-miss you.
No, we're not missing him. He's going to be coming back here again.
Man.
See, even Indra is crying, you see?
Wow!
It's raining.
That's raining.
Yeah, it is. That's Indra's tears.
Naging sa top. Naging 1 year pa rin.
4 times a year. You do 3 months each time.
Parang hindi na yung buhay ng tiyan.
So you also do like 5 days a week or something.
Parang
Come once a week, stay for 7 days.
Yeah.
Do this kind of thing.
Parang uwi na siya, din yung pagkain.
Nag-leave out me hugging.
Wonderful having you here. It was least expected.
What?
Yeah. I mean, we distribute a lot of books, but seldom we get somebody coming in like this.
Like 9 years later. But that's very seldom.
I never thought my whole stay in the temple would end up like this. Before coming in, I was told by Vraja Kisora Prabhu that their lifestyle was austere, and that he was even wondering if I would adjust well. Little did I know that I would be meeting one of the most joyful groups of people I have ever seen in this life. There is certainly more to share about Krishna consciousness, and I learned so much in the experience that talking about all of it would take a lot of time. So perhaps the sequel for this video is definitely in order. Even though the goal of entering the kingdom of God and eternal happiness may take a long time, what I got from this experience is that we can always open up these little pockets of happiness for ourselves and the people around us. And this whole year for me was just that. An overflowing bag of happiness filled by many of the people I met on these journeys. For that, I am forever grateful. So, now more than ever, I am motivated to continue pursuing stories like these. And of course, let's not forget, I'm sure the devotees of the temple would surely appreciate it if you could spare some donations, so that they could continue to serve. All the links needed will be in the description. To those who supported me by watching and interacting with these videos, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. May your next years be filled with unique experiences and human kindness. Santos out.